Yo, it's Ronnie Rose.
Dave Costello.
Hassani.
Naldo.
And this is Barroom Talks.
Let's get it.
Let's go. So today we're here with Dave, a good buddy of mine. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Thanks for coming on.
Welcome to the show, man.
Dave's in a
Appreciate
band
it.
called Bridge to the Vibe that's doing some really cool stuff in Baltimore, playing a lot of big shows.
Yeah.
How's that going, man?
Good, man. We just finished a music video. We actually got it sponsored by the fine people at FJE Entertainment. So thanks, Frank and Jen. You guys are awesome.
Frank and Jen are very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. So they funded our music video. We shot it with Matt Costello.
Matt's awesome too.
Yeah, I can't say where we shot it or what we did because it's
Keeping it
coming out.
confidential.
Yeah, say it.
It's coming out in August. But we're working on writing new material and we're going out of state sooner than later. So,
Okay, are you guys touring?
we're putting together some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's taking our time. We played a lot of big shows, so it's kind of gotten to the point where we need to taper down. You know?
Okay.
And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we were playing show, and man,
Good problem to have.
yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. We got to open up for All That Remains. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
Big
on the
band.
back end, it's like, man, that was a big push, and I think we brought 115 people.
Yeah.
You know, to that, and
That was
then
a soundstage gig, right?
Yeah.
That was a
and that
big
was on a
one.
Tuesday night. too.
Tuesday,
So,
yeah.
so I see people-
Yeah. Bring
the
people up on the
people-
weekdays.
yeah. And what was crazy?
Working hard.
It was $25. It was $25, and people got to see us play for 20 minutes.
Wow,
It was
that's
crazy.
awesome. That's awesome, man.
But it's so cool. So if you came out to that show, thank you.
It's hard to get people to pay $5 these days.
Yeah,
right.
no, and that ticket sales stuff, that's crucial. I mean, it's a necessary evil, but it's good.
So do you guys have a pretty, from what I've seen, let's say you guys have a pretty dedicated fan base.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of people have been just really cool and just checking out the EP, and you know, I get so many messages every day,
That's
and
awesome.
my phone blows up all the time.
Oh yeah, that's super cool, man. Let me ask you this real quick. That's my last question, and you guys can
No, you're good,
you
man.
know, go on.
Go for it, bro.
But people who haven't heard, you know, your band, how would you describe the sound?
Yo, that's exactly
Oh,
what I was
yeah.
saying.
I
we haven't
really
heard
hate
this
that question.
hard to
It's
say.
not-
It's all-
well, I
yeah.
mean, because we all listen to different stuff, and I think you being in a band, you know that everybody's got their different mindset and the way that they create music and write music. I mean, I personally hate metal. I don't listen, and I think I've always taken that approach. And personally, in writing music, you know, the other guys aren't here to be able to speak for themselves. But me personally, I don't ever listen to the music that I create, because then it kind of, you start to focus on what other people are doing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you'll start to listen to somebody and they'll be like, oh, hey, we need to write a song that sounds like this. And
Yeah, it's trap.
then it's a bitter trap.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's better to get that, like, my favorite band is the Beach Boys. I could sit and listen to the Beach Boys.
Well, the Beach Boys got some psychedelic
yeah.
stuff too that people
Well,
don't really know.
Oh, I went to see Brian Wilson, and he did all of the Pet Sounds, and man, that was goddamn incredible. Now he can't play; he's still like, you know, up there pretending to play piano. But you know, that was still cool. But just, you know, we all bring that different vibe of, you know, hey, we listen to different stuff, and you know.
That's cool, man. I think that makes you a multiverse type of artist too.
Yeah,
You know?
and I think the whole idea, not to sound cliche, but was to bridge that gap in the music where
Bridge
we
to
could.
the
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's cool that we could. The last show.
Little shout out.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to play. I was sick as hell
Okay.
because, you know, I got violently ill.
Wow.
And I was driving to the show, and my girl's taking me to the show, and I was like throwing up. I was like, I'm gonna do this, and then she was like, no, I'm taking you to the hospital. So I missed it, but we were on the same bill as punk bands, indie rock bands, and I think that's the whole thing that we were striving for, is that we could play with these people here, but we could also fit in with these people here. And I mean, it's tough when you get into a genre, you start to get into that bubble. You know what I mean? And a lot of people really pigeonhole themselves, and they don't really try to branch out. And we're fortunate enough. I think there was a show, are you familiar with Split Five?
Yeah.
They like pop punk, so you know, Billy Englund, thank you, Billy, was fortunate enough, I was fortunate enough to have him get me up on stage to sing like a Fall Out Boy song.
Okay.
So here I am in a metal band singing like a pop punk song.
Yeah.
You know? But I love pop punk.
Yeah,
So I was and I jumped out into the crowd and freaking
that's
and
awesome.
that helped us gain like pop punk fans as well as, you know,
Yeah.
different fans here and there. I think also it helps you challenge yourself musically.
Definitely.
You know?
So
100%.
You know,
I hear you talking about, you know, melding different types of music and things like that. What about hip hop?
I love hip hop. I mean, okay, today's hip hop.
Okay.
Right? I mean, that's a whole. We could get into the hour conversation of
Right.
Like, because
Oh
I
my God,
I grew up in Baltimore City.
Mongolia.
So like a lot of my stuff growing up was just like I was fortunate enough that I had so many different people throwing so many, and I was willing to take it in. You know, my cousins were all listening to like the straight edge hardcore. So like I had Youth of Today, you know, I had the Fugazi, the Minor Threat, Black Flag. They're not straight edge, but I mean the punk genres as well as, you know, growing up in the city, I had a lot of hip hop, and I used to love my friends who would DJ, and I started, you know, getting into DJing and trying to create beats. Back in the day, we didn't have the, you know, the computers that are out now and the turntables that are out now. And it's like crazy. I actually went out and bought one just to see if I could do it. I'm like, fuck, I can't do this. I'm used to the new marks, you know, like,
like the real shit.
Right. But I mean, I think
like
I honestly thought that hip hop would progress, because the way that it was going and the way that, you know, it went into the 90s and everything like that, there was really great progression, and there was like a lot of great MCs. Like there were some really, I don't know if you guys ever heard Del the Funky Homo Sapien. He's probably the Hieroglyphics. He's Ice Cube's cousin.
Oh,
like, and his first album was recorded by George Clinton, you know, and he like, I believe. Don't take that for me. When he used it, you verify. It's not no need for alarm.
There'll be a picture of it.
I'm pretty sure that I'm right. But anyway, he was really good, and the more that I started listening to that stuff, I was like, man, this is really progressing. And this is really, and I mean, Chuck D. Always probably my favorite host. But nowadays, like,
don't believe.
And I think that can go, and I think that can go through all genres of music. Nowadays, you listen to it, and I hate to like sound like that old guy that's like, back in the day, you know, because there's some stuff. Who is it? I was listening to Ill J, or I'm gonna look at my.
Well, this is a question for all you guys. I mean, since we're on the topic of hip hop. The new Jay-Z album came out, right? So what did you guys think about that? Because I know you heard it, and I know obviously you checked it out a lot of times.
You guys first.
Ronaldo, what do you think? What do you think? What's your synopsis?
Personally, I loved it. It was very different, very open, honest, vulnerable. Like that's totally different, especially for like what's out there now.
Was it like an apology record, or was it kind of like everything combined?
I think it was it was a little mix of everything in there.
How to get success, how to do
but
this.
But more so like actually confronting your own demons, like stuff that's within inside you. Like you can sit there and battle rap anybody and talk about I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but like actually going inside yourself and speaking to yourself. So that you can reach that higher plane, that next level.
So the word on the street is that this ain't no future record where you're gonna be in your car, you know, bumping it up to 30.
No,
but
no. It's got some good chill beats. I like the beats. Really, I mean, and the production on the album is really good. I think first listen, I was like, this is all the way through, because anytime I've listened to an album, I don't know how you guys are, but I listen to it from front
to back.
And then I pick out those songs that I'm like, man, this really hit me.
Right.
You know.
That's old school today.
But like I was telling you guys before, man, after when I listened to it again, 50 Cent was right. It's golf.
It's golf music.
I mean,
put your sweater on.
It is.
You know what? It was funny about that. That's fair, because like a couple years ago, I was even saying, man. Not that I was hating on that type of rap, but more that it should have actually changed. The name of it should have changed, like to contemporary rap.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because
Well, I mean, I like those artists that grow with you too. The people who have been listening to JC for a while, you know, you hope that he grows with you, and we're all getting older, and we have different things, different ideals, and you kind of hope that your artists grow with you as
That makes a great artist, though.
Yeah, that does. And I mean, as long as they can reach out to the younger crowd, I mean, that's really tough to reach out to the younger crowd and keep your older fans happy. You know.
Let me ask you guys this question: do you think Jay-Z would still be where he is if it was not for Beyonce?
No.
Yeah, he would.
You think so?
Man. I mean, all right. There are some albums. But look at the Black album. Look at Blueprint 3. That to me is one of my favorites. That was the most fun. Like, the original Blueprint number 2, volume 2.
Yeah.
Robert, that was really good. But I think 3 was when he was having fun.
Yeah.
You know, like H to the Izzo, A to the Izzo, Shizzle was on Izzo, used to dribble down and
so he'd probably still be a great. He'd probably be a great influential rapper.
Right.
But today he's a mogul. I mean,
name any rappers that are still relevant in that kind of.
Eminem.
Well, Eminem. Yeah, but they're very few.
Still pretty. He's not Jay-Z.
Not to that level.
After what was that?
He will always have like everlasting respect, but he's not.
Yeah.
After
like,
Stillmatic,
you're gonna buy
Stillmatic was kind of.
You can say 50 Cent too. Pretty much.
Get out of here with that,
dude.
50 Cent. Why don't we talk about Ja Rule?
Well, as
a business person,
I'm talking about like all around.
But you know what's right now? He's the same guy that lost a lot of money that went bankrupt because. He didn't make smart business decisions.
Yeah, but he's got a hit show on. I mean, he's got a hit show. He like sold Vitamin Water. As far as like an all around businessman.
Yeah. As an entrepreneur, he's good, but when you actually listen to his albums, they're like.
50 Cent had one of the greatest albums.
The first was great.
That was a great album.
Second, I wasn't a big fan of the G Unit stuff. As much as I really like the first mixtapes that I heard from them, I was really expecting a lot more.
The Massacre was alright.
Alright. Yeah. They were maybe like 5 tracks off that.
We keep naming all these like guys that's in their late 40s, 50s, Yo, like think about it. The one dude who actually is still relevant and doing exactly what you're saying about keeping the touching the old crowd and touching the young crowd. Yeah. Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
You don't realize how long Wayne been actually doing this?
Oh my God, man!
Is he
still professionally since?
Is he still
features?
Like? Yeah, like is he still? He's dropped
still relevant.
That's not relevant. He's still relevant.
No.
Yeah,
He's still relevant.
He's still relevant.
And you know what? I give credit.
But 50 Cent's still relevant.
Yeah, that's true.
You could put some other old rappers and have them be a feature on
like
even
like you can like.
It's not the same.
I guess I couldn't say like rap, but maybe producer point like Diddy. He's still doing his thing, you know, as far as producer. I guess there's a few other guys, you know.
But the only problem with, now I'm sitting here defending Lil Wayne. This shit's crazy. I never thought this day would happen. The dude is still relevant for the fact that 2 years ago he got his own festival.
Yeah.
What was that?
Louisiana Fest.
Yeah. Oh really?
Yeah.
Because Louisiana's like that. He's relevant in Louisiana.
But you realize how many young people are going out to that show?
No, there's no way. There's no way we're saying Lil Wayne ain't relevant anymore. He's still relevant, but he's not.
I don't think
he's not at all.
all.
No, I didn't say at all. I'm just saying to the level that you're giving him credit for. I don't think he's.
I mean, he's not as big as he was when he dropped the Prom thing. What was the record called?
Prom Queen.
Yeah,
that to me was awesome. He actually did something that a lot of hip hop artists didn't try. He got shafted for.
Yeah.
He wanted to do something completely different, which out of most, you have metalheads. Metalheads are terrible. Jazz artists are terrible. Most hip hop artists are terrible. You know why?
Right.
It's the fans because they're expecting. If you have jazz artists, they're expecting the
traditional.
Like right. You have metal artists that are like, well, you're not Metallica or Megadeth, and God forbid you try something different. Same with the hip hop. And I think even Lauryn Hill gave him credit for trying something new because people are so afraid to he got himself to the point where he was like, you know what, I'm gonna have an experimental album. Yeah, you know what, if I go to one of my friends and I'm like, man, Lil Wayne playing guitar, they're gonna laugh at me. But dude, he tried. That's
I appreciated it.
Yeah,
I did.
I
love Prom Queen. That was a dope track.
Dude, I had so much sex to that album, man. I had so much sex to that album. Oh man, it's fucking awesome. I remember my girlfriend at the time burned because we had mixtapes.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
That's
Prom Queen. It was awesome. I even like the guitar lick in that is actually
Lollipop.
really
Lollipop was when that first came out. I saw that video, dude. He got them.
Dude, that took major balls.
Then you had Rihanna's album came after that, and then when she mixed with Fall Out Boy and stuff like that, then it became more acceptable. Even him catching slack for it. She even had what Travis Barker from Blink-182 did, like a rock mix of Umbrella.
Yeah,
you know, and
that was.
But people used to do that back in the day. They used to mix the genres, and then you ended up getting shitty Limp Bizkit shit, which, you know. I mean, but you still guys.
Which one you like?
I hate both.
Damn.
I can never get into that Adidas rock. To me, that was just like garbage.
Yeah.
It was more like, look at me for my attire, not my musicianship, because they were awful. Like, I mean, there were some good musicians back in the day in that genre, but I just can't get into it.
All right, I got a question for you. Little segue, but talk about new and old.
All right.
Now we're gonna switch into fighting. Oh, because we got a big fight coming up. All right, huge fight. So we're gonna go with the new, my boy Conor McGregor.
Damn.
Hey,
Well, you got
Fighting
Conor?
Irish.
I got Conor now.
Fighting Irish.
He's a bandwagon fan, mate.
Bandwagon? How's a bandwagon when you're going after the one that has the perfect record? So then we're gonna go the old head, Floyd.
Hold on. So you have Conor. You have Conor knocking out.
I didn't say knockout. I think he's still gonna win. I think he's still gonna win.
Well,
man.
you've got Mayweather.
Because my
we
thing
heard
is
it
this
here
too.
first.
But here's my thing: because Floyd is defensive boxing style, he's still got to land punches on McGregor, and if he gets close enough, that knockout could possibly happen.
Okay, what you was gonna say?
That's what I'm saying.
The way that I see
Yeah,
it,
you
look,
I want controversy, man.
I got a good response to that.
Let's see what that is.
so Floyd, man, he's good.
Yeah.
You can't deny he has had some really good fights. All right, but you got Conor who's like young and hungry. Like he really is, and he's got the height advantage, the youth advantage, and he really, really wants this.
Yeah,
you know,
he wants
he
it more
really
than Floyd
and
wants it.
really
Who's the one that
does.
started
And
it?
Floyd's trying to act all cocky. If I were Floyd, I would just be passive about the whole thing and just let Conor speak his mind. Because man, he's coming off.
He's starting to.
Yeah,
do
but
that.
Floyd's coming off as dumb. Like, dude,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
some of these,
yeah.
and funny. I mean, it's
that
hilarious.
don't-
It's
yeah,
kind
I
of
understand.
like,
Well, Connor's just a master shit talker. I mean, he's
Right.
coming out
That's
saying,
his,
he's
that's his whole
Irish,
thing.
yeah, he's like,
He is a master
he's like, you
talker,
can't
yeah.
read. He like Floyd threw a
yeah, I
goddamn-
forgot my book bag.
I know. Floyd threw the book bag at him, and
Full of
Conor
money.
looked inside.
$5,000.
Yeah,
He was like, "What the
$5,000.
fuck is this, like $5,000
Like,
in here? That's it."
That's it.
I was like,
I
"Oh."
love the pinstripe
head.
suit.
Yeah,
I got a pinstripe suit that says "fuck you."
Like,
Yeah, he's
the
killing it.
last
Like,
shit
He's
talker.
definitely killing it
good.
outside the ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most pumped I've ever been for a fucking.
I know, for
fight.
real, man. I can't deny
So
that.
I ask y'all
Go
this
ahead.
then. Think about it like this: how long is a UFC fight?
It's like 3 minutes a round.
And how many
For
rounds?
3 rounds. Or championship five.
5 rounds.
For championship, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long is the average? How long is a boxing match?
It's wasn't
I
like-
can't.
That's
I can't
really
compare
tough.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know why I can't compare? Because
But how many
it's
rounds
full
can
body.
you have?
It's full body fighting. You're kicking. You're wrestling. You're grappling.
this is not-
That will kill your cardio way faster than it would to just stand around and dance. It would.
Which Floyd does
You're
a lot
putting
of.
way more
It's hard.
energy.
It's really hard to judge that.
You
though.
can't
Yeah.
compare the sports just because of a time limit. There's so much
I'm not
more
comparing
body.
No. I'm not comparing the sports.
You are. You're saying that's the reason why Floyd has an advantage. Yeah, you can put a microphone in my face. You're saying because he's gone longer in rounds because boxing is it's an entirely different take on your body, dude. Have you gone and grappled someone?
Dude, okay, so again,
It's gonna kill. Yeah.
So no, but what's your point?
the
though?
point is, like you said, Floyd is a defensive boxer, right?
Yeah.
So what he's gonna do? He's gonna milk it.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Well, he
I'm
tries
aware-
to wear his opponent
I'm gonna wear you down.
Yeah.
Right.
What is Conor McGregor's style? I'm gonna get out there. I got 3 rounds, 3 minutes, 5 rounds, 3
I'm gonna
minutes.
go hard,
I
knock
gotta
him
go
out.
hard, knock him
Yeah.
out in the first.
When that
first
knockout
round,
happens,
second
dude,
round.
I'm gonna call you up.
But you,
Call you up and be like,
Well,
Well, you
Told
gotta
you.
think when you're okay. What Connor's in his 20s, you know, Floyd's in his 40s. So
Floyd's
you're breathing, your body.
Would you guys put
so
money on
would you.
Conor McGregor?
I would.
I would right now, honestly.
Really?
And the
Okay.
reason why is because Floyd is gonna do his dancing and whatever, and that's fine. But I think the hype and that's why I think Connor's so smart. He's getting in his head. He's talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
When they get in the ring, the fans are gonna be booing the shit out of everyone if Floyd's just gonna run around in circles to get away.
I
They're
don't
gonna
think-
want them to get closer.
That's
the
not
second
matter,
they get,
Floyd. He in the ring already. He already
Yeah.
got the money.
Look,
It don't
look,
matter.
look, look.
nah, it's gonna
I don't
matter.
think-
It's gonna matter because his ego is gonna kick.
I don't
in,
think
dude.
people are giving Floyd enough credit for being the best ever defensive boxer of all time, arguably top 5 boxer of all time. It's not a fucking easy thing to do. So to think Conor's going to come in there and just fucking lay punches.
That's
on
what
him.
I'm saying.
And look, we can go to that theory like, oh, he's got in his head, so he's gonna make Floyd do things he wouldn't normally do.
He will,
but I don't, dude. I don't know if Floyd been knowing this shit for like 15 years, 20 years.
To be a defensive boxer, you have to be disciplined.
I just hope Conor doesn't get too cocky. He'll be all right. But if he starts to get, if his cocky,
look, I can see what you guys. I can see what you guys are saying as far as like Conor's talking so much shit that they can get in his head. Yeah. But I saw a conference with Floyd after that whole second tour thing where Conor's like, you can't read and all this fucking crazy shit. Floyd looked pretty chill. He looked pretty calm.
Yeah, because he already knows how much money he's gonna make. But that I
don't think he's gonna throw him off his game.
No, I don't think
so. Like if he was like, yo, fuck that motherfucker.
Well, Floyd himself, he shouldn't get cocky either. He should still be up on it, but he's going against this younger guy that is more hungry than he is. That is taller than he is.
It's a challenge.
This guy,
But the thing is, Floyd fought Canelo.
Yeah.
And Canelo would knock Floyd the fuck out easily. And Floyd was see ya. Let me get a sandwich. Let me get a hamburger.
How long ago was that?
It was like 4 years ago, but like
I'm just saying,
or 3 years ago.
When was his last fight? Yeah,
when was his last fight?
2 years ago.
But I wouldn't think Floyd would get out of it. Like Floyd's
not that far out of shape. No, he wouldn't be.
He's not out of shape, but he's not. Unless he's like, because it's different, I guess, when you're practicing. You know, I took Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and there's a total different. And not saying that's a similar thing, but even when you're going for that endurance, it's like there's different when you're rolling on the mat with somebody as opposed when you're in the ring and you're in that mode.
Standing.
That's like when you're going up against that challenge. I'm sure he could be like, because you're in a different mindset. It's like practice with a band. Exactly. Hey, it's different at practice than it is at that live show.
100%. Yeah, and to think that, and Floyd was getting a little cocky. He was like, "I'll see you in the octagon." Don't do that, Floyd.
Yeah, that's just not even.
It's not smart
because that's a transition.
Well, you got Floyd been saying some dumb shit too.
Yeah, well, that's one thing where it's like,
and like Conor did make a good point. Dress your age. Like he comes to and he looks like a clown.
He's in a jumpsuit. He goes, "I got a real suit." He's in a jumpsuit. I'm like, all right.
If you think about
40 years old, what he said, you're 40 years old. You look like you're 10.
What's his net worth?
$200 million.
It's
Floyd?
Mayweather's, it's like at least $300 million.
Yeah, at least,
Bring it. Dress nicer than that, dude. The fuck?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Dress nicer than that.
It doesn't matter to me. Like
I would
look.
It has nothing to do with age. It just means
look at it this way. Back in the day, even in the Depression era, even during the Depression.
That's what we're going to get deeper into that one. I'm sorry. What you were saying?
Even in the Depression area, people dressed up nicely. Even those people that were like homeless were still wearing suits and stuff like that.
But that's personal preference, though.
That's what
you can get.
But I mean, hey, you're always fighting for the job that you want, regardless of whatever
He's got the
you're
job.
doing.
He's the boss.
And he could get knocked out, and he's not.
I mean,
look,
it wouldn't put it past me to see McGregor do some shit that's bending the rules of boxing to still go down and like grab his leg or something.
He'll lose money.
He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care, dude.
He does.
He was not gonna lose that much money.
Him and Floyd are the same people, so that means that they care about the same things.
You think how much money is he gonna lose? You're saying for grabbing that?
There's probably incentives. If you do something,
there are penalties.
I mean, if you headbutt someone, of course, but he's not gonna take it back. Holyfield and shit.
How many times has Conor and Floyd been in front of each other for the past 2 weeks?
For that shit too, man.
For the past 2 or 3 weeks, and they haven't done anything. Right. They haven't even got close to each other. For the past 2 or 3 weeks, Conor and Floyd have been standing there. If you look at Conor's other fights in the UFC, he's up in the fucker's face. He's fucking, like real close to the face. He's pushing,
They're putting on a good show.
They're putting on a good show. But there's probably a clause in there. If you do anything that's out of bounds of this, there's going to be a problem. And it's probably the same in the ring.
No, it's all for show, man. You look at wrestling. It's the same thing. All of this is all for show to build hype, to get people to pay the money to watch it.
Actually, $99.
To watch one of them knock.
Oh, really?
That's how much pay-per-view. They jumped that price up. What's it usually like $60? It's like usually $50, $60. Yeah, $99.
So they have to build that.
I'm gonna watch it.
And they're smart. They're playing it smart. And I mean, they're going out there, and it's really like watching wrestling.
It's true.
It really is.
But it's just like a bigger event. Like
huge event.
They're selling out Connor's getting $30,000 each appearance for these things, but I think he should get more. To be honest,
So I said Floyd.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
They're making bank.
He's making Floyd look really bad. He's winning the verbal boxing
last
match.
night.
But you had one topic that you wanted to get into as far as the dressing and everything.
Yeah, I don't understand that, man. Like, if I'm a certain age, I have like imagine somebody telling you that, especially being in a rock band or anything like somebody telling you what you should wear.
You can't wear shorts on the stage, man.
And you're like, right? Dude, you know what? It does come to a certain thing, and it's always been that way. It has always been that way. But for the audience, you have to think of what audience you're working with and who you're presenting yourself to. You wouldn't go to a job interview in shorts and a t-shirt, right? And I mean, it used to be back in the day that it was cool. Hey, I'm the guy next door playing rock and roll. It doesn't fly.
But this is totally different, though.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is, man. I think that people see a certain. Okay, if I look at Conor McGregor and he's dressed,
it's not about age.
It's not about age. It's more about your presentation and how seriously you take it.
Yeah, when Steven Spielberg takes a meeting, he takes a meeting in t-shirts and jeans. And that's just how he does it because he owns his shit. Fucking Floyd owns his shit. Right. So like, if he was
a joint venture,
if this was Canelo, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing?
But you still have to think how you're presenting your company.
Oh, at that point in time, though, that is Floyd's image. That's what he sells.
TDE or what's it?
That's him.
TNT. That's the money. TNT. Yeah, TNT.
I mean, but that's what
all
he's
the
selling.
gear.
Like
I don't want to sound like the old guy that's saying, "Hey, well, you should dress your age," kind of thing like that. But I mean, you could present it in a much better way. There's certain ways that you could present it that would make it.
It's definitely a reason for it. I mean, people probably see his gear and like, oh, let me buy that.
What's the biggest thing right here? What are we doing? We talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It caught your attention.
It did.
Right.
But it was more comical. Like, I didn't take him seriously.
Don't matter. It caught your attention.
True. I guess it could go either way.
So what caught my attention was Conor on his mouth, and that had nothing to do with just the way he was looking. Had he not said that comment, I probably would.
Yo, Conor was wearing a fucking king's robe. Yeah. What are you talking about? Right.
No, that's
dress your age.
He did that. You know why he did that? To show how stupid Floyd's dressing.
Yeah, he pants under shot.
He looked like he was in Big Lebowski or some shit.
So I guess let's move on to a different topic, but that was some good stuff. We don't usually talk about stuff like this, but it's been all over the... Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Rob Blac Chyna, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this whole ordeal? I mean, like, Rob's, like, he's posting, like, naked pictures of her and shit. He just got a restraining order, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, she put a restraining order.
Really, when you look at the whole situation...
Respect women. Respect women.
Exactly.
That's the mother of your child.
But it is the mother of your child.
She's acting a fool. I'm sorry.
She is acting a fool.
That's the mother of your child.
How are you going to get a restraining order on someone that's paying for all of your shit? Like, that's the part that I don't understand. It's like, you're going to get a restraining order on him, but you're not going to deny that he's
fact check on that, too. I'm not
shit.
sure if that's the case, but I
if
heard
that
that's what's...
If that's the case...
Yeah, she filed for one.
Okay.
But he's paying for the house she's in. He's paying for the car that she has.
That can happen.
I know, but I'm saying, like, that's... Out of respect, I'm like, that's just bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're
around other dudes in your bed that you share.
Yeah, but if you're the man in the relationship, you should be the man in the relationship and
but
not.
He won't cut it off because the kid.
You shouldn't tweet stupid shit. You should have respect enough for the mother of your child that even if she's acting like a dumbass,
you guys had a kid.
That you just keep your fucking mouth shut. Hold your breath and count to 10 before you say something stupid again.
So
that's my.
This
kind of
where's the evil genius on this? Where's his mom?
No, she's not cool with that shit at all.
Which mom? Which mom?
God damn, that's true.
Sorry.
It's all good, man. Yeah.
I mean, like, this kind of jumps back to 444. Like, with Jay, like, he says in his last song, well, in one of the songs, actually 444, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. But he says that, dealing with having to explain to your child why, all this, like, your child's innocent to it all right now, and they're going to grow up. With Rob putting his
business out there. It's your mom at the end of the day. It's the mother of your child.
Right. That child. That's on that now. That's on the internet. It's done.
And it's like, Rob, you knew. I feel like such like a gossip asshole right now, but Rob, you knew what you were getting into.
Right.
You knew what you were getting into, brother. You dated a hoe. And what are you gonna get when you date?
Not only dated, you knocked up a hoe. And
knocked
had
up a hoe.
baby with her.
Yeah.
It's alright, you can date him, but you knocked up one.
I mean, you can say the same for Wiz Khalifa, but they kind of.
Amber Rose bullshit
bad.
too.
Yeah.
She's a fucking other one.
Yeah, but
Money hungry, act a fool.
What makes him a hoe?
So I mean, I have a friend, who hooks up with a lot of dudes, and I don't think anything about it because I mean, like when I was single, I like to hook up with a lot of chicks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of like public perception. I mean, that's just what they put on you. But I think a girl and a guy is the same. Like if you want to hook up with whatever the fuck you want to hook up with, do what you got to do. But I don't think you're a hoe. Or if you take money for sexual acts, then maybe.
He's not a prostitute.
I get okay.
That's what this country was built on.
Yeah,
was prostitution.
And we're all prostitutes in a way.
Profession,
In a way, we're all horn ourselves out for something in a way. I guess. But a hoe is just. I think it's just some bullshit thing you said.
I hate that term.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like that term. I mean, look.
Hoe or slut? What do you think's worse?
Dude,
I think they're both terrible.
Yeah, I think
none of them should be said.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think
what I
slut's
think
worse.
is that. The stigma on, I know. I hate that stigma on women. They're sluts or hoes. I hate that word, and women should be treated with respect, straight up.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially they're the mothers to children. They're like, I was brought up that you open up the door for your date. You bring your. Yeah, I never brought my date flowers. I brought her mother flowers.
Ooh, wow.
Right, and that gets you.
Yeah.
Dad too.
Right.
Mom's got your back on everything.
Dad may hate you, man. I had to sit down. I took a girl to on a date one time, and he made me sit down and clean his weapon. I was so happy. I was like, shit, I'll clean it. He was like, but I brought the mother flowers. She was like, oh, you're so nice. I love you, man.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
But I mean, you treat with women. That's what I think is lost in society, and I guess. Now with the age of Tinder and all that stuff, and Instagram and stuff, people have different and send dick pics. Like I ain't sending my dick to nobody.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
that gets stored.
But that even to me is kind of disrespectful. That even to me is kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like you're sending something to a woman like
that she didn't ask for.
Like,
I don't think
she didn't ask.
Why not go? Like, hey, would you
like
to go out on a date
and
open the car door and take her out, make a reservation, do something nice?
I got this question for you. We all know who Blac Chyna is, right?
Yeah.
If you had to take her ass on a date, you would still be like after knowing how many dudes have been up in Blac Chyna. You still
smart enough to not do it. Smart
dude.
enough to not do it.
Because
if those kind, I mean, there are certain types of people like that who expect certain things. I've been with women who are like, oh, I expect you to take me to this fancy restaurant. My first dates for any girl is Double T Diner. Grilled cheese sandwich, right? Because if you can take them on that, people don't expect you to do
breaking it down,
right? And not only that, it's just you're there enjoying the person's company. You go to a nice fancy restaurant. I still dress nice. Don't get me wrong. I'll still dress nice. Take a double T, but. It's just so you can have that relaxed. You can have that relaxed atmosphere where you're talking, and it's not about the food. It's about you communicating with the other individual.
But that next chick that you take
out, you don't go to movies.
She's gonna be like, no,
and that's fine. That's not the person that I want to talk to.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, she's gonna say you didn't make her feel special.
Well, you can make them feel special by sitting there
and
focusing on them because it's not the bank account or anything like that.
High by taking them on this nice dinner.
Right, you really do, and then it's like
you can't take her to the diner now. She's gonna be like, get that shit out of here.
It's like when you play a great show. They expect a great show the next night.
Get better,
yeah. But you could have a shit show the next night. And you're gonna be like, well, fuck you.
You put the best show on, and now that's what they expect.
Right.
So if you're not ready to do that all the time, don't take her ass out.
You're gonna be
if
you go with another person, whatever, they're gonna expect that all the time, and then you're not going to enjoy those great moments when you move in together and it's like your first house and your first peanut butter and jelly sandwiches sitting on milk crates before you can even afford furniture. I'm saying when you first move in with someone, you don't have anything. You're starting from the ground up. You have to work
building your empire.
This new movie's coming out soon.
Right. PB and crates.
Oh wow.
Dating and
know, right?
Honestly,
For
I
real.
don't really think in 2017 those words have a lot of power anymore.
They don't.
Slut, hoe, cunt, all that other stuff.
Well, I think we've
how
become
will
we become so numb to it that it just seems
Yes.
okay, and it still isn't okay.
Society,
It's
we
like
just
society.
As a
hearing.
society that uses it, I mean,
You're
it's not.
hearing bitch
You're
all
using
over.
you're using derogatory comments towards
They call
women who are
themselves
mothers
that.
of
Like, it's
children,
like-
and they do, and it's awful.
It still has power if if you text some woman or something, you're like, you fucking cunt or something like that.
Yeah.
That's terrible. You shouldn't do that.
Because they gotta read it.
But as far as like women going out and being with who they want and doing what they want, and the
What
judgment
about
of
the men
other
who are
people,
doing-
I think that's kind of like it's.
I think
it's a
it
little
goes
lower
on
than it was
both
before.
ends. I mean, men can just be as bad as women when
Yeah,
it comes to
100%.
that aspect, but there's not really too many derogatory terms towards men.
Right.
Everybody like high five.
He's a savage, bro.
I slayed 20 girls today.
Yeah.
A girl goes out, I slayed 20 guys. You're a fucking hoe.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
And,
That's why I'm like,
and both are fine.
Right.
Both are equally as
if
fine.
that's what you want to do, that's what you
Yeah.
want to do.
Just
Just have a
protect
good
yourself.
time.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
Use
Right.
protection.
Before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Strap it up.
All right, I got one more thing to ask you. If you can say anything to the camera that you want to anyone out there, you want to say anything now, or you want to ask them a question?
I love you, Jenny.
Asking a question or saying anything?
So, I mean, we can have them give you answers. Like, we can put comments down and see if you can ask them a question of the day. Or
Oh,
we
you
can-
guys normally do like a question of the day?
No, we're
too?
starting this today because
Oh,
we're
yeah,
indoors.
okay.
Oh yeah, we're
starting
inside first
This
time,
is the
right?
first
First
time,
time,
yeah.
first time
to say,
inside,
so we're
yeah.
gonna
That's
switch
why
it
we're
up.
wearing our shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I'm with my
Exactly.
son. This is a
But honestly, I mean,
Question I could ask anybody: what's your favorite music to listen to, and why?
okay. That's
Man,
cool.
pretty
But it has to be valid. You can't just say I like this music because it's cool.
Yeah.
Actually, give
Put
a
some thought into
creative.
it.
Yeah, give a creative answer.
And where can they check your stuff out?
BridgeToDivide.com. I'm also in a ska band now.
Nice.
So I started doing ska music as well. My ska project is playing on the 22nd. We're called 13 Towers. It's 13towers.com.
Cool.
Bridge to Divide has a new music video coming out in August.
Nice.
And, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. So, yeah. We talked about a lot today on
definitely
the on the podcast. We went balls deep in all these topics.
Always go balls.
But real quick before we leave, I got Floyd Mayweather. I'm saying it's coming to decision because I don't really see Floyd knocking Conor out,
Nah.
and I definitely don't see Conor knocking Floyd out. But who knows?
Yeah,
but
what if they knocked each other out at the same time? Wouldn't that be shit?
that'd be
First
bad.
punch. All that money in. Boom. No one.
It'd be one
There
of
was a UFC
those.
fight like that recently. It was with
Was it?
Yeah, it was it wasn't a UFC fight. It was the, what do they call it? It's
MMA?
it's still MMA, but it's like another
Bellator?
Bellator, yeah.
Yeah.
It was with Fedor and
Fedor, yeah.
and I forgot who was fighting, and literally the first like 15 seconds they were dancing around waiting, and they both went boom, and it was like they were
Yeah.
both stunned. It was like, who could get up first to
Yeah.
knock the other one out, because they both were just like,
Yeah.
and then Fedor couldn't get up in time. The other dude
Yeah.
got up and was like, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. They called the fight
Oh,
in like
man.
30 seconds.
It's crazy.
And everyone, it's a fight that everyone wanted to see, and it was just like over, like that.
Oh yeah. So who you got?
Damn.
I got Connor.
You got Conor?
I'm Irish, fighting Irish. Go
Okay.
Connor.
We'll see. Who you got?
Right?
I'm going for the underdogs, man. I'm going for Conor, too.
Thank you.
Conor McGregor?
Thank you.
Who you got?
He is the underdog.
Money.
Of course.
Money, man.
There
Money.
we go.
Money, man. Money.
It's gonna be a show regardless.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks, brother, for coming on. You're fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Check
guys
out
for
Bridge to
having me.
Divide.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Check out 13 Towers.
We'll make
Yes.
sure. I'll link it up there, too, so they can see it.
Check out this September.
This
There you
September. I give a lot of
Why don't you
plugs.
put it-
I give it all the
I
time.
watched and I was like, man.
Sometimes I feel dirty for doing it all the time. But
We talk about some random thing, and like one of his song lyrics will pop in, and he'd be like, "This September."
yeah,
We're like,
it's like, yeah.
He's like, "This September."
Smooth sailing.
I know, right? Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
Someone
I know.
says something like smoothie, he's like sailing.
Yeah. All right, you bar and bastards. We'll catch you next time.
Peace.